Alright, today I'm going to be doing a test with FOBs versus veins. And I just want to start off this video and tell you a little about the FOBs. Alright, I'll put, you can also watch the video I posted previously about how they work and everything. But basically, FOB is like an airplane airfoil on the back of your arrow. Sturdy, always intact, and will go straight. Alright? And this is just flimsy plastic. So think of your arrows as a plane, right? You're gonna want the sturdy, straight flying plane, or you're gonna want you wanna fly on something that's being powered by flimsy plastic vanes. Alright? And it's just plain and simple. The reason why these FOBs are denied by all of those archery shops and all those guys is because they don't make as much money as they do with vanes. I mean, most of you guys know that you'll be shooting vanes, and then you'll be refletching arrows at least a few times a week if you shoot as much as I do. And then I found out about FOBs. Now, I mean, I shoot, and sometimes I'll group and I'll break a FOB. I go out and buy them $20 a dozen, a baker's dozen. They give you one more, all right? So that's just awesome right there, all right? So right now I'm just gonna do this test. I'm gonna be shooting at 20 yards. I'm gonna put a shot in with fletching. I'm gonna put a shot in with FOBs. I'm gonna be aiming for the top middle one. I'm gonna go down there and put the camera down, right? But before I do that, I just wanna go into depth a little more with these things. Like I said, archery technicians want to make money. The FOBs aren't gonna make that money. They're gonna sell, yeah. They're gonna $20 a dozen. All right, that guy's not gonna be back for a while. If he doesn't group, these FOBs will last forever. These things are indestructible. I mean, you can go on YouTube and look up tests where people just run them over with cars. I know I've seen one where the guy just starts shooting at all these different things, into stumps, into everything. And these things held up. So you should go over and check out Starflight. It's 2 R's in Star, and it's the FOBs there. I know the owner Paul, he's real cool. He asked me to just put some videos up. I said, why not? Because he really needs help promoting these FOBs. Because, like I said, the industry is not for them. The IBO League banned them. And I think the AST League did also. I'm not sure if that's what it's called or not, but they banned these FOBs because people are out shooting vanes. But, then it gets into if the members are complaining that guys are using these, and then they eventually get banned, and then you're down to using these, and they're not as accurate, not as reliable. The only bad thing about them is you can't group, but then again, I didn't even group with fletching. I mean, I did every once in a while because I want to see how tight my groups are, but you could damage your arrow and not even notice it. Like I was talking to this guy, and he was telling me how about his friend. He flexed all his arrows like I flex my arrows, make sure there's nothing going wrong with them. Make sure they're straight. Check them out. He had a little crack by the knock. He shot. Let's just say the arrow didn't go nowhere. That knock blew up the arrow right through. So, he was lucky enough not to get hurt. The FOBs, you can't group unless you're gonna break your FOB. And who wants to break the FOB? So that's basically what it comes down to. All right. So I'm gonna take the camera and go move it down there, and I'll take some shots at 20 yards, and I'll show you the accuracy. Like I said, I'm going to be aiming for the top middle one. Alright, so remember, I'm going to be aiming for this top middle one right here. there you go. I aimed same spot. Nailed it. Let me show you here. The same spot. Check that out. Now, do you believe me that these fobs are awesome? Just to let you know, that was my first take. I didn't have to redo it. Oh man, I shot good with the fletching. Let me redo it, make these fobs look good. That is the cold hard truth right here. And if you could look at them, the fob went in a lot straighter than the other arrow. The fletched arrow is slightly into the right, so they also shoot a lot straighter and truer. But I also want to emphasize that that was my first shot. I wasn't looking to fool you. I was not looking to trick you. These fobs are amazing. I'm just promoting these things. I want to get them out there. I want people to know about these things. These are revolutionary. You're not getting anything better than these fobs, all right? And I've talked to the owner, and he's been telling me that there's new designs coming out with these things. Can't tell me what they are yet, because obviously who would want to release their business ideas, but these fobs are the key to success in the field with hunting. They shoot awesome with any broadhead. I shoot mechanical Grim Reapers, dead on. I don't even know the difference. Field tip, Reaper with the Reaper. I mean, honestly, I could put a Reaper right in the back of a field tip that I just shot. No tuning, nothing. This is sighted in 100% with field tips. You can see with the fletching. If I sighted this in with broadheads, this fletching would be left to the right, right? So excuse me, I burped. But this is just cold truth, man. I mean, I could put several arrows into this little orange circle just by using this fob. I mean, it's 100% the best thing you can put on your arrow. And the only reason why most people doubt it, and archery guys will say, no, what are you doing with those fobs, is because it's not making the industry money. You buy a dozen of these, you're not going to need a bunch for a while. I bought 2 dozen like a year ago, and I'm just getting some more now. Alright? I mean, I'm down to 8. Alright? So, that's how long they'll last. Fletching, I'll go through maybe $50 of fletching in a year. Do the math. It's just not... It's common sense not to spend more money. And that's why I want to try to get the point across, and that's what the owner of Starfly is trying to get the point across. Alright? It's just plain and simple. Fobs will save you money. They're accurate. They're reliable. And hey, when you pass through on a critter, these fobs are popping off. So you're gonna pass through, pop. Now you know where you shot that deer. It's gonna pop off maybe 10 feet in front because it'll just blow back, but it's gonna be right where you shot that animal. It's just plain and simple. That's it. You're gonna know where you shot that deer, and you can keep that fob there. And then when you start tracking, you do your circles, and your circles if you lose blood trail, and you can find that deer eventually. It's just that simple, and I abide by these fobs. If you have any questions, just please comment. Also, please rate and subscribe on this video, and there'll be more to follow. I'll be doing different tests. I know there's some videos out there with cutting the little ring on the outside off of the fob and shooting it. Well, I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna take some of that little fletching in the back there off. So we'll see how they fly. Maybe we can make these real micro, real fucking tiny. Oh, excuse my language, but I'm just so happy with these things. All right. So thanks for watching, and go ahead and check out starflight.com. I'll leave the name in the link down there. And his name is Paul. He has the number on the site is a direct link to his cell phone. You can call him. He'll answer if you have any questions. I mean, when I first got my fobs, my bow wasn't properly tuned. That's another thing. If your bow's not properly tuned, you're going to know with these fobs. It's not going to shoot right. Fletching, it will bend around the defect or not the proper tune. So now my bow is 100% fine-tuned. It's shooting as best as it was since he fixed it up and helped me fix it up, sorry. And that's basically it. This is the cold hard truth. I'm in the orange, and it's below the center with the fletching. And I aim, same spot. This is not any bull. I was 100% aiming like I always do, pretending that this was a deer, and this is the moment of truth, which is how you should always shoot. And remember that, guys. Alright? So thanks for watching. Like I said, please rate, comment, and subscribe.